Hello everyone, this is Dragonfly. Welcome to another DCS World Mission Editor tutorial. This is Mission Editor tutorial number 11. Got an interesting question from Stuart, one of my viewers, who asked how to use the F10 other menu, radio menu, to start missions and to do mission options. So I decided I'd develop a little scenario here and show how to do that. And it's very basic missions, just to try not to confuse things too much. But the overall concept of the mission that I'm going to do here is you are in a Harrier on the Tarawa, and you have to take off, go over to this small airfield and destroy this SA-8. Once that SA-8 is destroyed, it will give you access to the F10 menu so that you can load other missions. So you could use this to chain missions together for a mini campaign, or if you had a bunch of small missions you'd already built and you want to tie them together into one, this would be a good way to do it. So let's go into what I've done here just real quickly. Go into the file, open. I've built 4 small little missions. Okay, we have the first one here, the start scenario, which is the one we're on now, which is just basically an SA-8 target, and that's it. Now for the helicopter strike mission, it's just 2 helicopters on that same airfield. The truck column is a truck column on that same airfield. And the early warning radar mission is an early warning radar on that airfield. Okay. So let's go back to the start scenario and into the triggers. Now, the F10 other menu, for those of you who might not know, is the configurable menu within the DCS communication menu, and I'll show you how we use it in the mission after we've built this. So the first thing we need to do is add those F10 radio items into the mission. So the first trigger, and I just labeled it add F10 radio items. You can label it whatever you'd like. Don't worry about this condition right now. What we're worried about are these actions. The action that we're going to be using is radio item add for coalition. Okay, it should say F10 radio item in my opinion, but it doesn't. Radio item add for coalition, for the blue coalition. What it's going to say on the F10 menu is fly EWR strike. You can name it whatever you want. And flag, get that 7 out of there. It wouldn't make a difference, but for flag 1, and I leave the value at 1. Okay, all these radio item adds do is basically give you a way to set a flag. And so this first one is going to set flag 1. And the value I never use. I always leave it at 1. So I do that 2 more times. Radio item add for coalition, for the blue coalition. The second mission that we might want to load, fly truck column strike, but that'll be flag number 2, value 1. And then for the third mission that we might want to load, radio item add for coalition blue, fly helicopter strike, flag 3, so again value 1. Okay, now for this condition, you don't have to have a condition in here. If you don't put a condition, these items will load up in the F10 menu as soon as the mission starts. But what I wanted to show you is that you have control of that F10 menu, and you can actually put a condition in there for when that F10 menu pops up. Now what I've done is I've done a mission success trigger, and I'll show you that real quick. Down here, mission success, set flag 500. Well, the success for this first mission is if that unit is dead, that SA8, then it will set in the actions, it'll set flag on 500 and just put a text message out there, message to Coalition Blue, great job, area is secure, use F10 menu for follow-on mission. And that'll be up for 30 seconds. Okay. All right. So we've added our F10 items. Now we need to put what happens when those flags that the radio items set, when those flags are true or are on. So for the first mission that we might want to load, the load EWR mission, again I labeled it load EWR mission. If the first flag is true, number 1, it actually won't do this. It won't do the text message because it loads it so fast. What the action that we're actually going to be using is called load mission. Load mission. And the file, you just pick it where you have, you point it to the mission file that you want it to open. And in my case, it was EWR mission.mis. Double click that, and it populates it in the field. Okay. And we do that 2 more times. To load the truck column mission, flag is true, number 2, it will load mission, truck column mission.mis. And for the third mission, load the helicopter strike. If the third flag is true, it'll load that mission. Okay. Now, for purposes of this demonstration, I really didn't want to fly and go up and kill the SA-8, make too long a video. So I put a test trigger in here to show you how this works. And basically, once we start the overall mission, after 30 seconds, that SA-8 will just blow up, and then that will bring the F10 menu up. Okay. So that's what I did, was just a test trigger, time more than 30 seconds. And remember, the time more is, since the time from the mission start, 30 seconds, it will explode unit as the action. And the unit it'll explode is the SA-8. And that's the volume. I'm going to turn that down a little bit. Sometimes that gets a little loud. Save that. There we go. All right. Now I'm going to start the mission and just show you how the mechanics of this works. So when we start, I just put in the situation, destroy the SA-8 at the airfield at waypoint 2. And we start it. Select our role. There's the SA-8 that we're going to destroy. And hit fly. Here we are sitting on the Tarawa, hot, with 4 sidewinders, sidearms. I'm going to push F7 here just to get us over to the SA-8. Oh, actually, I wanted to show you. If you hit the DCS menu, the radio menu, you'll see there is no F10 menu. Gives it about 30 seconds. They're exploding. Great job, area secure. Use F10 menu for follow-on mission. So now if we come up into the communication menu, hitting backslash, you got F5, F8, F10 other. If we hit F10 other, then under F1, fly EWR strike. Under F2, fly the truck column strike. F3, fly the helicopter strike. Let's say we'll just do the EWR strike. So when I select this, it will load that mission file that I built for the EWR strike. And there's the EWR picture of that where you would need to destroy. Select the role. To here. And here we are with the loadout that I had built for this mission. It's a fast way of getting your loadouts quickly. And in this case, I've got 4 rock eyes on there and a couple of sidearms. Well, hopefully that shows you how you can use that F10 menu to load other missions. The F10 menu is very powerful. You can use it for a lot of different things. This is just one thing that you can use it for. Well, thanks very much for listening to me talking about the Mission Editor, and it's a very powerful tool. Hope you all enjoyed it. I'll see you again soon. Dragonfly out.